commemoration of Guam's 71st Liberation Day, we've listened to some of the stories from our elders who survived World War II. In this segment of Island Images, we explore life during the Japanese occupation.
In the case of Guam, they brought this large contingency of Japanese military units to defend Guam. But that fell too. But when you talk to the elders, all right, at least the ones I've talked to, in the initial, yes, the Japanese had all these rules and regulations strict, the punishments that were practiced and all that, but then it began to go kind of smoothly.
Ignacio Cruz, fondly known as Buck, was 14 years old living in the village of Maritzo during World War II. While living under Japanese governance, Cruz attended school where he learned Japanese culture and how to speak the language.
The Japanese, and it says, Mr. Cruz, can you tell your people that we are going to do this, we are going to stop that, we are going to meet each other, you know. So they use me a lot because I attended the third grade, and I guess I learned fast. That's the reason why they went to me to help, you know, being an interpreter. So out in the rice field when we were talking, Japanese there, they would tell me what to do so I can tell my people.
Cruz spent his days working in the rice fields and as an interpreter between the Japanese and the Chamorros. Then one day, nearly 3 years under Japanese governance, Cruz's life changed dramatically.
The Japanese didn't want strong and educated people in the village. They want to get rid of them, even women who had a husband in the military. So they gathered them, and they didn't waste any time to get rid of these people. After they killed the people in Faha, okay, those were the people, influential people, okay, and one of them, of course, was my father. One of them was my brother, Philip, and the rest of them were school teachers, principals, leaders in the village, you know. They assembled them, we took them in there, put them in foxholes, and that's how they were killed. After they killed the people in Faha, they assembled, they asked, they were using me again as an interpreter because I, like I told you, I attended the Japanese. I was only third grade, but I get by with whatever knowledge that I have went to. Another group of people, and these were the strongest, the leaders of the village, 30 of them. In the Japanese way of doing it is they assemble all the big people. They were instructed to sit down. I sit down. They wanted big men only. I sit down. Put a stick like this. If it hits the head, tatite. Tatite means stand up. That's Japanese. Tatite. Tatite. And they wanted 30 men. Because the foxhole they figured out that the foxhole could only accommodate 30 men. And these 30 men were the most muscular, powerful, big people.
On July 21st, 1944, American forces returned to liberate the people of Guam. Cruz, like many Chamorros, joined the Marine Corps and dedicated more than 20 years of his life serving the country that liberated him.
There is that patriotism, I think, among the Chamorros. Like you said, almost every single family on Guam would have a military member in the U.S. Armed Services. I think it speaks a lot about the Chamorro people and their allegiance to the United States, you know, even till today.
Today, Cruz still resides in Maritza with his family. He and his wife of 61 years have 2 children and 5 grandchildren.